Hi there, and welcome to this month's angel card reading. Angels, wings, we're in it. Happy December. I'm Stacie Tatera, medium healer, teacher. So happy you're here to take a listen to the messages for the month of December. I'm actually recording this a little bit earlier than I normally do, just because the holiday with Thanksgiving and me going out on medical leave next week, things are a little nutty. So I wanted to get this out and complete so it's finished and everyone can kind of watch this a little ahead of time of the actual start of the month. At least that's the plan while I'm recording this. But I hope that whenever you watch this, you either have or had a great Thanksgiving and that you have a really, really wonderful December. So just a couple housekeeping notes that I like to go through before I get into the reading. Here at Renew Holistic Wellness, where I work, we are doing a really super fun Black Friday sale over the weekend, and typically you have to make an appointment to come in and shop the retail part of the office. And so we are having open shopping hours on Friday, Black Friday, from 10 to 2. That's on the 28th. And then we will have open hours on Small Business Saturday from 11 to 2. So if you have an interest in coming in, taking advantage of sales, doing some shopping for the holiday, Kelly brought in some really cool new types of products that we have not had in terms of crystals and jewelry and gift type things. So I really encourage you to stop in on either Friday or Saturday. There will be additional dates in December for shopping, so just keep an eye out for what those dates are on Renew Holistic Wellness Facebook page. You'll get all the updates there. So just want to remind you about the open shopping. My meditation group, my group meditation, is this Saturday, the 29th. And it starts at 10, and we are done at, no, I think it starts at 9, 10, 11, I can't remember. No, we start at 10 because we have shopping that starts at 11. So if you have some time and you want to come in and do group meditation, sit with me and some other folks as we kind of clear out the energy of this year, get ready for the new year. This is my last one of 2025. I'd love to have you. We have space. It's only $20 cash at the door. You can sign up online, or quite frankly, you can just come, because we typically don't have like 50 people come, which is fine. It's a smaller group, but if you do have an interest, you want to sign up online, you certainly can, or you can come and then you can do some shopping after too. So that's what's going on there. For those of you who don't know, I will be out on medical leave. My last day in the office is December the 2nd. I am slated off for 6 weeks. My calendar is open for January, and my goal is to be back that second week of January. My best advice is to keep an eye on my socials for any updates. I am having a full knee replacement on the left knee, and as you know, that's kind of a big surgery and it takes time and recovery and rehab. So I will be focusing on that while I am out of the office. However, you can email me. I will on occasion be checking things. If I don't get back to you, somebody will, potentially my daughter who's helping me out during this time. So again, if you have an interest in scheduling, MilwaukeeMedium.com, please do visit my website. January, February, it's all open, so you can definitely get in and get scheduled. The other thing I want to let you know is every Black Friday weekend, I do a bonus gift certificate special. So for every $100 you spend, you get a bonus $25. That promotion will run Friday through Sunday, so the 28th through the 30th. So if you have an interest for yourself or you want to do some gift giving, it's a great time to get a little extra bonus when you get your gift certificates, and they are always good for a year. So I feel like that's probably the extent of the housekeeping. I am welcoming all prayers, good energy, and good vibes as I embark on probably the 9th surgery on this left knee. Been through it a little bit with the knees over the years. I'm no stranger to this process, but I also know that it's not fun. So I have had some actual clients reach out and talk to me about their experiences and little tips and to help me out. So I really appreciate that very much. Other than that, let's get started. So I'm super excited about this month's cards. I was told Angels and Ancestors. So we're going to be pulling 3 cards from there. We'll do our crystal of the month. I haven't even looked at it yet. Crystal, daily crystal. And then we're doing a Jesus card. And I love this deck. This is the Christ Consciousness deck by Amanda Ellis. And I did pull one card from this deck, as it is December, and we celebrate Christ's birthday. So I felt very guided to pull a card from that deck. So let's see what December energetically will be bringing us as we close out the year. It's been a lot this year, so hopefully, I think everyone's ready for hopefully some kind of breathing room in 2026. So we'll see what's going on here for December. Okay, great message. The Earth Guardian is telling us to stay rooted and stay grounded. The first thing I get about this message is as we move through the holiday and things can be very busy, very, I'm hearing turbulent energy because like I'm already feeling overwhelmed with all that I have to get done in the next like week and a half, is to be mindful and stay rooted and grounded so that you're not flying off the handle, flying into the other areas of energy that probably aren't going to serve you very well. It's reminding yourself to center, bring yourself in, self-care, meditate, doing things in your own spiritual practice or your life practice that keeps you in a very rooted and grounded place. Earth energy is also something that we can pull from through nature. I know here in the Midwest, obviously the weather has shifted. It's colder, so it's not as fun to be outside, but there are people who really enjoy this kind of weather outside too. So whatever that is for you, make sure you're making time to stay rooted and grounded in yourself. I also hear be mindful of how much you're absorbing in terms of people around you and the energies around you. So it's going to be very important that we, use Mother Earth's energy to ground and stay rooted this month. Intend and create, the High Priest. Beautiful card. This is what I hear about this card is that it's going to be important to move through things with intention. I feel like this is definitely a card for December, but card will push into January and the new year. So be mindful and have intention around how you're moving through life, right? And that is really kind of calling us and pushing us to have a plan in some areas of our lives. We might have been, living in a way that it's chaos and it's unorganized and it can be uncomfortable. So the message that I get around this is to kind of come up with a plan, especially as we go into a new year. And it's a 1 year, and a 1 year is a year, when you look at numerology, is new beginnings. So we're finishing up a lot of things here in 2025 as a 9 year. These are endings. A 1 year is new beginnings. So this card is kind of coming into that energy, like what are your intentions as you move forward? What types of things do you want to create in your life? What kind of things do you want to have around you? People, relationships, jobs, all of those things. That's what this card is bringing into the energy for December. So move through life with a little intention. My intention is to be calm today. My intention is to be patient. My intention is to be kind. My intention is to take care of myself. Things like that can be very helpful. It's an intention, and everything has intention behind it. And then the other message is like, what is your intention with how you're moving through the world? Are you moving through with an intention to not be nice or hurt people or, be vengeful or angry or nasty? Like not great intentions, right? So be mindful of what that energy is for you. Heart Guardian, love it. Love and let yourself be loved. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. I love the rose. I love the red. I love the richness of this message, of this energy. The Heart Guardian is, it's interesting because when I read love and let yourself be loved, I think sometimes that's the hardest thing for people to do, is to let yourself be loved. It's also to love yourself. And I find that in today's society, and even years ago, I feel like this is something that we've been dealing with for a long period of time, is there's not a lot of people who love themselves, and they don't, and I guess the best way to say it is that it comes out in their actions and behaviors. Like, they allow people to walk all over them, to take advantage of them, to manipulate them. And I always say, love yourself enough to say no. Love yourself enough to say yes. That's what this card is. And as we're moving through December, it's this I choose me type of energy. I want to do things that are in my highest good, and loving myself, seeing the world through the lens of love. That's the other thing I'm hearing very clearly. And love yourself and let yourself be loved. For some people, that creates a vulnerability that can be uncomfortable, which I completely understand. But I feel like it's like, put your guard down. You know, why don't you dabble in what the energy of love is? It's such a high vibrational space. And as we're in the month of December, which is for many of us our holidays that we're celebrating, are all to bring us together to remember love. It's what it is. It's a celebration of whatever your belief systems are. It could be the birth of Jesus. It could be, you know, something that has to do with, you know, whether it's Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, family. All of that is meant to bring us together for the purpose of love and connection. And so that's what this card is speaking of. But what are you doing also to love yourself? What are you doing to take care of yourself? What are you doing to bring more love into your life, into your space, into your family, whatever that is? You can think about what that means, but really, really nice cards. And that Heart Guardian is I think very special for the month of December. So we have Earth Guardian. We're staying rooted and grounded so we don't go loopy, because things can get stressful this time of year. We are moving with intention. Creative energy is a great way, creating, whether it's you're reading, you're writing, you're dancing, you're whatever this is, however it is you feel like whatever your gift is of creating is a great use of energy, is what I was trying to get to. So, you know, how will you make that happen for yourself? And then focusing on that heart space. So, okay, so let's look at the crystal of the month. I have not looked at this. Azurite. Get laser focused. We just talked about that. So it's really reiterating. I'm not familiar with this stone. And as always, I encourage people, we have crystals here at Renew Holistic Wellness. And then also Remedy Within. My friends over at Remedy Within have a wonderful shop as well in Elm Grove. Okay, so Azurite, laser focus. Bring a laser focus to all areas of your life. If you direct your full attention to one thing at a time, you will be more efficient and productive in everything you do. Life is busy and it can pull you in many different directions. Staying focused and disciplined can help you avoid pivoting towards unwelcome distractions. You have the ability to control where your mind goes. That's important to remember. Harness its power to bring awareness to your thoughts and stay on track. This goes back to stay rooted and grounded, and they're all green, which is very lovely, earthy, right? So we're using this card for this month to stay laser focused and taking that into the new year. Okay. This deck was gifted to me by a very good friend. And she gave this to me because she knows I have a very deep connection with Jesus. I always have. I don't know if you've noticed, he's right here peeking over my shoulder. And obviously, as we celebrate the birth of Jesus this month. Okay, so I'm not surprised that this is coming up. It's Lionheart, Stand Firm. Strength card coming in for the month of December. So I'm going to read a little bit about what this card means. As you can see, this is the book. You can get this if you like something like this online. Amanda Ellis is the gal who has put this deck together. I love it. But I have to go to, okay, hang on, there we go. So this is the description, right? So I think we're just going to do cliff notes here. Being lion-hearted means to be brave and determined. And while this is synonymous with acts of courage regarding heroic feats, such as climbing a mountain or saving someone from disaster, there are other ways it can manifest. If we reflect on the lion from the film The Wizard of Oz, his journey was to find courage, saw him battling his fears. He feared his own shadow, although really it was standing in his power that he feared more. He eventually found his lion heart, helped by his friends, since none of us are entirely alone on our own yellow brick road. So notice any fear or uncertainty within you. Do not judge whatever state you find yourself in, but know that you also hold a lion's roar and heart that can be tapped into when needed. Sometimes we are scared to stand out, but if we look at the lion in nature, they are kings of the jungle. They intrinsically know their own majesty and symbolically often linked to the energy of the sun, the lighthouse, or the whole planet. Learn to integrate the many positive qualities of the lion, since it will help you now. You may be at a time in your life when you're being asked to go it alone, personally, professionally, or in some other way. You may have lost a parent, have children who have left home, you're starting a new business, entering a totally new chapter of your life. All require you to be strong. So lean in and remember other times when you have had to start anew, build from scratch, or venture into new terrain. Then you were able to accomplish more than you thought and were proud of what you achieved, and you will be again. Lions are territorial, so protect and be proud of what you have earned, the people you love, and the learning you have undertaken. Remember that it is not how you currently see yourself, it is what you are growing into. Be proud of how far you have already come. That's a huge message. And alert to what lies ahead. With a lion's roar and heart, you will succeed. God, it makes me cry. This deck always makes me cry. So beautiful, beautiful messages. And it's interesting because I recently had a reading for myself and the lion came up in my spread in another way, but it's strength. It's knowing that you have the strength. It's that you have the support through your faith, whatever, like Christ consciousness is, like I said, very important to me. And I think the world in lots of ways, because it represents love and it represents unity and it represents lots of positive, loving things. But we're going to need some strength as we move through, I think, the rest of this year. And as we go into 2026, and this is to remind you to always remember how far you've come. We tend to focus on how far we need to get to. This is a reminder to also feel good about where you're at and how far you've come so far. So we're, again, standing firm, stand your ground, love yourself enough to be strong. Okay, great, 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 great messages. So thank you so much for tuning in. One thing I forgot to mention to you is, since I'm unable to do my 2026 New Year readings in person, I do angel card readings on a specific date for lots of people so that we can get an idea of what to expect in the new year. What I've done is, if you decide you want to do either a virtual or in-person angel card reading, I've discounted that price for the month of January. For right now, it may go into February depending on when I come back to work. And we'll focus on what you can expect in 2026. The cards that I use are specifically to you, and I'm guided to give you information around what your 2026 will be focused on and some of the things you want to look for. So if you do have an interest in that, just go ahead and schedule an angel card reading, and you can note in there New Year, messages. But there is a special on that, and I believe it's like $65 for that. It's like a 20 to 30 minute reading. So more information. I don't know if it's anywhere. It might be on Facebook. Probably. I post a lot of that stuff. So again, have a great holiday. Lots of information to get through today. If you're not getting my monthly newsletter, go to my website, go to the bottom, sign up for that so you get this in your mailbox, as well as the up and coming events. And again, if you have any questions or anything, milwaukeemedium@gmail.com. The bonus gift certificate special starting the Black Friday weekend, shopping this weekend as well. Would love to see you. I'll be here manning some of the hours, as well as Kelly, the owner of Renew Holistic Wellness. And it should be a fun time, and wishing you all the best as we move through this year. I don't know what January's angel card or newsletter looks like. It might just be a newsletter. It may not be a video. It's solely going to depend on how my recovery is doing. So if I don't get one right at the beginning of January, I'll probably do one when I'm able to. So I just ask that you're patient with all of this, as I kind of don't know what to expect. So Have a great holiday. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you as a client, as someone who's watching these videos. You guys are why I'm here and doing this. So thank you very much. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care.